All right, I got two cameras going, both of them. This year's the National Veterans Creative Arts Festival is going to be held in Kalamazoo, Michigan, which is about an hour drive from me. Now, a little backstory before we get to this story. 2016 was the first year I entered the National Veterans Creative Arts Festival, and I got gold medal. Went to Jackson, Mississippi. 2017, I didn't get a chance to go. I didn't get the invite. But in 2017, I was awarded the Veteran of Influence in Art and Music by Community Rebuilders, and I have a nice little glass statue about yay high that I have here too. 2018, I was selected to go finals in Des Moines, Iowa. This year, it's only about an hour drive from me. Now, 2016 and 2018, I swear, I've got friends, veterans that know me, that saw me at both events, knew I brought my cameras. I mean, I'm bringing my cameras out and taking pictures of everything possible. I didn't have a singing voice. I didn't have a singing part. All I played was instrumental. I already knew my material. So when I asked to sing, they have certain sections to sing, whether you want to sing alto, soprano, baritone, bass. I pick bass because I can hit the low notes. Well, when you're hitting low notes, you don't have too many parts. Like last year in Des Moines, all I was going, whoa, oh, oh, oh. And Dana got upset because I was missing practice. And I asked her literally, how many O's did I miss? I've often, and I said this in Des Moines, and I'll stand by it. Sometimes when you find a need, you fill a need. Last year, I had to inquire on the National Veterans Creative Arts Facebook page, how come there weren't any pictures of me on there? None. I mean, you didn't see me in the crowd. You didn't see me on stage by myself. And they said, well, we didn't put them all up there yet. I'm the only one they missed. I took photographs of everybody, everyone, everywhere. And I had somebody in the audience to take pictures of our show and done a superb job, excellent job of capturing every event, every performer, at least 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. They done an outstanding job. And before I left Des Moines, all that was on my iCloud, ready to share for everybody. Now, since my last year's event, 2018, I also won $2,000 in the Michigan Veterans Entrepreneur Lab on my creative arts program, where a veteran who is in the creative arts teaches another veteran for free. How many times you go down and check and get, and that's what it takes really. You go down and you ask to take guitar lessons from a private instructor, or even go to a music store. They charge you $30 for half an hour. $30 for a half an hour. That's $1 a minute. I told that guy there when I took the free one, I said, you better not be wasting my time if I'm paid $30 an hour. I want to know shit fast. Okay. And it wasn't worth my time. I'm teaching for free. Now people say there's people don't want to take something free for value. Well, let me say this number. The only thing they have in Grand Rapids is the Guitars for Vets program. And 3 or 4 years ago, I was told where it was at, where it was going to be. I went down there, and they said all you need is a DD-214, and you could take classes. Well, I didn't have a guitar at the time, so but I didn't want to lie. I showed them I could still play one, even though I didn't have one, and they told me not to come back. They said they haven't had an instructor of my caliber there in over 30 years. Told me not to come back. I asked, well, what if I teach 12 classes? No, it don't work that way. Well, that's not going to do. So, it kind of prompted me to say, you know what? There ought to be a program where veterans can enter no matter where you at on your stage of creative arts, whether it be writing, music, dance, whatever it is. No matter where you at, whether you're just starting off or you're a pro, you could fit in. And according to your level, you could help someone else who hasn't got to your level yet. No matter where you're at, you could help someone to get to your level. Or if there's somebody higher than you, okay, you can still get somebody higher up in the chain. So in 2019, also 2018, I'm also part of the Battle Creek Mental Health Advocacy Council, and I'm also the co-chair of the Veterans Action Board here in Grand Rapids. I have been putting 150% effort in pushing teaching free to vets. I've got a resume that's padded hard. I've played music for over 40 years. I've been in art for at least that long. I've got blue ribbons I can wallpaper a wall with. gold medals from the gold. Okay, but my biggest thing is no matter how old we get, I don't want. I want someone else to learn what I know and pass on the legacy, pass on the information, pass on the arts. So when I requested this year to volunteer at my own expense, at my own dime, to go down to Kalamazoo, where they'd be at for the National Veterans Creative Arts, I never asked anybody for anything. Didn't ask a dime for nobody. I wanted to volunteer. I want to come down there and take pictures of everybody and put Michigan on the map on the National Veterans Creative Arts. I really did. But see, here's what the problem is. And this goes with anything you do in life. I guarantee you this one quote, no matter what it is. If you're at a job, they don't want you to outperform anybody else because you'll work your way out of a job. They don't want you to be lower standard than anybody else. They just want you to fit in. Okay? That's all they want you to do. Just fit in. Go with the flow. All right? Just get your job done and go home. I feel like Ernest P. Ward. You know what I mean? If you try to do more, just like you're working on a production line, you don't know if you can hear me. Okay. All right. All right. They don't want you to do more. Let me start this again. But I've got it also on YouTube too. And, but anyway, they don't want you to do more. They want you just to do it. So every VA does the same thing. Every VA only wants you to do, every VA wants the same exact 100% standard. 100% standard. They don't want you to come in and give 150%. No. They don't want to do that. They want you to only conform to the same standard that all the other VAs did. And if you think that you will try to put your state on the map because you're proud of your state, they don't want that. Oh, no. So here I was going to come down and contribute 150%. And this event, I was told I can't. I could come down only when they have the public events. Now, let me give you a backstory here. In 2016, I printed up a flag with my eagle drawing on it, and I had everybody signing it as much as I could. Everybody signing it. They didn't have a flag like that to give out. I had done it, and I scanned it off for everybody that went there and wanted to have a copy. Guess what they did in 2018? They had a flag for everybody. Wonder where they got the idea at. But see, when you got everybody's got one to sign everybody else's, it's kind of hard to get all the signatures on one flag. That's where you generally just have one there on a table. It's where they should realize this. You should have one on the table when you come in, when you greet everybody. Everybody comes in. If they say, if you want to sign the flag, fine. Well, sign it. Okay, everybody signs one flag and scan it off and send it to everybody. Not give everybody a flag because then not everybody's going to have signatures on it. I have a lot of great, superb ideas, but they don't want to hear about it because they don't want to put Michigan any higher or lower, if that could be a case, than any other state. So sometimes when you think people aren't accepting you because you don't fit in, it's because you got to look at yourself. Are you giving 150% where they're giving 90%? Or are you getting 25% when they're giving 90%? So in my case, I feel a lot of times I'm getting more, doing more. I've got the time and opportunity and the money to do it with than they want. And they don't want to put Michigan any farther up on the map than anybody else. So they told me no. And I think that's the reason why, if I could came down, I would have made sure to have everybody a T-shirt for Michigan's Creative Arts. Really help put Battle Creek and Kalamazoo on a map big time. All at my expense. They told me I can't loan my guitar to anybody. Well, realistically, put bluntly, that was between me and the person I loan a guitar to. If the person I loan a guitar to busts it, I guarantee he's going to pay for it. It's not the National Veterans Creative Arts fault if I loan my guitar to somebody and they bust it. If I wanted to rent the hotel room there for a week, they couldn't really stop me. I know I'm not going to get paid being there. I wasn't asking to. I know I wasn't going to go where they are practicing. I mean, there's some things that's common sense. But if with me being in the Battle Creek Mental Health Advocacy Council, me being also in the Veterans Action Board, two-time gold medalist, Veteran of Influence Award in 2017 by Community Rebuilders, I'm hoping that if I can make it down there, I would have really helped make a big difference. And here's the other thing is too, I would have had the photographs online that quick for them to look at. I would have printed up at least a 5 or 7 of everybody there and have them sign it and autograph it, and then make a nice collage of everybody to have at the very end of the day, the very end of the show, okay, Sunday. So if they could have had me come in, all right, Bill, you know, if anybody wants to take pictures, they can, but you know, whatever, you know, I would have printed up the few days later, come in there, have everybody sign their own, all right. Then when I got back home, I would have scanned it, all the pictures in, made one big collage, and in back not only the signed photograph, but they'd be able to download a picture of not only a group picture of all of them on stage, but a collage of every person who entered. There's so many things I could have done, but I just get told no.